الله ربي
نويت الاعتكاف، نويت الأربعين، نويت الخلوة، نويت الرياضة، نويت العزلة، نويت السلوك لله تعالى في هذا المسجد على نيتكم يا سيدي يا سلطان الأولياء، على نيتكم يا سيدي يا سلطان الأولياء، شيخنا الأسطوري يا سيدي حدد. طريقتنا الصحبة والخير في الجمعية، الطريقة الصحبة and great goodness is in coming together. It was coming to my heart in order to, because of what I was beginning to feel, to say, don't be sad now. Don't be sad, because then we will have sympathy in the strong sense and we will become sad also. Because, sympathy means literally, we will be the same, we will feel the same. Sadness is like a smile, it's very contagious. So, but it's difficult not to, because, but imagine if we were meeting in Bertama Hijau, it would be even more difficult. But that is the way it is. Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, in one of his hadith, when he was saying goodbye to Muaz ibn Jabal, and he was sending him to Yemen, and he was walking alongside Muaz, as Muaz was riding, and Muaz wanted to come down. He said, no, stay on the horse, and I will walk along with you, walking and talk. And during that talk, he said to Muaz, it might be that when you come back, you will pass by my grave. So when he said grave, تمر بقبري, Sayyidina Muaz broke down in tears, and he was sobbing, violently, as if saying, your grave, never like that, or something so emotional. And then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to him, don't cry, Muaz, don't cry. So I was encouraging him to be strong and to be prepared and to be the opposite of sad. Allah. He said to him, then come and give me salam at that time. Another time, he said to the Sahaba al-Kiram, after I leave this world, give salam to me and make salawat on me, and I will answer you. And they said to him, one of them said to him, because they speak their hearts, they don't hide their thoughts. They said to him, even after you become dust. And he said to them, Anbiya, the earth is forbidden to eat their flesh. So the world of barzakh for the Anbiya is all dhikr and dua for their ummah. And the Holy Prophet ﷺ has the biggest and strongest barzakh of all. And his dua reaches everything and everyone. And he receives also all the salawat, and he sees more than that also. He said in another hadith, and Mawlana Shaykh mentioned that hadith and translated it beautifully, Mawlana Shaykh Hisham. That hadith said that Prophet ﷺ said, my life is a great good for you, and my death is a great good for you. But Mawlana translated it differently, more strong and memorable. He said, that the Prophet ﷺ said, my life is a great good for you, but my death is an even greater good for you. And this is a very accurate translation, considering the word is khayr, which can also very well carry the meaning of comparison. So comparison to what? To life. My death is an even greater good for you than my life. And Mawlana was stressing that as if to prepare us also. Thinking back to why he mentioned that was because he was preparing people for that time. Because when they enter barzakh, the awliya, they are given even more doors to help those that they were created to help in dunya. Subhanallah. And part of that is these gatherings also, which we were taught by him. And every good deed and every good word and breath and thought and dhikr and dua and wazifa and salawat and mawlid and everything and sadaqah and helping one another and just coming together as suhba and for the gathering of the khatm, al-Khajagan and all of it which came to us through him goes back to him in his record of deeds as his ajr, his thawab. And he is happy, he receives it in the world of barzakh, and he's happy for us, and his dua is even more connected, and we are connected to that. And he is never somewhere else. One of the murids, days after Mawlana veiled himself, was also crying violently while driving and very angry and upset that no, never. You know, like Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu, he was saying, anyone who says Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam died, I will cut his head. And people were afraid until Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq came and said, sit down, to Sayyidina Umar, and then recited the ayah sharifah that says, and if Muhammad were to die, would you turn away? Would you turn your backs and leave all that good that he taught you, and that knowledge that he gave you, and that secret that he put in your heart, and that nur? What can you do except glorify Allah? And at that time, Sayyidina Umar, he fell down. He sat down, but as if falling down, and started crying and said, it's as if I never heard this before. And Abu Bakr said, those who were worshipping Muhammad died, and those who are worshipping Allah is al-Hayy alladhi la yamut, the all-living, the one who never dies. And the all-living, the one who never dies, made those who are connected to him all-living and never dying also, in their barzakh. And in Jannah, barzakh, they are created, but they don't have an end. They never end. So it is life that never ends. We were created out of nothing, but we were created for eternity. And those who taught us this, and those who made us see that reality in life, these are the awliya. They are the pillars of the world. As if the creation was created so that the awliya would come and enliven it with the real life, not for just material existence, or even with astronomical years. It all, كل ما عليها فان, everything will disappear. So he is saying, if you want to find me in your heart, look in your heart, and recall all the goodness that Allah gave you by my hand through me. Allah gave us all this goodness through Him. Just to think of Him changes our hal. Our state becomes better instantly. Even if you wake up in bed in the middle of the night and you think of Mawlana, your state becomes different. It's not in your hand. We feel that, we know that, we realize that. Subhanallah, what is that? Ya Sayyidi, that you are able to make us feel love and power and gratitude and energy to get out of bed. Even, if you, normally, you feel grief, you feel pain, you feel loss and missing and all that. Don't cry, Mu'az. Come, give me salam. Where we give you salam, Ya Sayyid? Give me salam in Salat, Qiyamul Layl. Give me salam in Tahajjud. Give me salam in making salawat. Give me salam in reading Quran. Give me salam in... All of this is, He is right there leading you. The way that some of the Naqshbandis of India, Hisham, he said, my father said, I never stood in Salat except Rasul was in front of me as my Imam. Mawlana is in front of us as our Imam, and he is taking us, continuing to take us by the hand until he gives us into the hand of Rasul. That is his mission. And it continues. But subhanallah, those awliya, which are the pillars of the world, such awliya, they are so rare. They are, at all times there are awliya, 124,000 awliya, and they have all those levels all the time. And when one dies, another one comes, replaces him, like Abdal, they say Abdal. They are all Abdals, but there's some category specifically called Abdal. But the hierarchy always is constant. You see, so when one leaves this dunya, another one replaces him from the category below, goes up like that. So, but in our lives to see like that, one and then another, Allahu Akbar, in such close succession, and for them also three, another also, because they saw Mawlana Shaykh Abdullah, they saw Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, and then Allah caused them to see one another also. Were given that level of qutb and of khilafah of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim and of Mawlana Shaykh Abdullah. And we were witnessing that. But like a baby drinking the milk of its mother, not knowing, not understanding. But later we have birrul walidain, we have love and piety and thankfulness for our mother that we know we can never repay them, But because of our weakness in comparison to such mountains, and still they ask for that work to continue, but they are like bringing down the requirements and spreading the burden. Spreading the burden how? By distributing it on many shoulders, not just one pair, several pairs of shoulders, so that you are not alone in carrying. But this is a suhba and the jam'iyya wal khayru fi jam'iyya and the barakah of jama'ah. especially in tariqah and the unity of the circle of dhikr and of the murids with one another. So that when one murid comes with another, sits in front of another or shares with another, you talk about Mawlana, you feel different. You are with Mawlana. You carry the burden that Mawlana wants you to carry, and you continue. You don't drop everything, and because you are so lost or so sad or so shocked. No, pick yourself up and you continue. So this murid was driving and was so upset and sobbing and sniffling, and then feels Mawlana right next to him in the car, and as if hearing him speaking to him in his voice and saying, why are you crying? Are you sad because you cannot see me? He said, Mawlana, yes, I'm sad because you left us. He said that Mawlana replied to him, why? Where did I go? Why? Where did I go? In other words, I didn't go anywhere. How many times we said that about also Mawlana Shaykh Nazim in the time of Mawlana Shaykh Hisham? As if Mawlana Shaykh Nazim never left. And Mawlana Shaykh Abdullah, even whom we did not even meet him, but it's as if he never left. So, and he told us the way to see is look into your heart and meet me in those special times also, elevated times. يرفع الله الذين آمنوا درجات. Allah raises up those who believe levels, different levels. So in another verse, لهم درجات عند ربهم. They have levels in the presence of their Lord. So those levels are distributed among the murids. So we may not be able to look for them or to find them in a single individual the way that we were used to when we see Mawlana walking, appearing, showing up among us, coming down the steps, getting out of the car, beginning to speak, sitting, smiling, looking at us. We may not have that same experience in order of looking at him as one person, but we can still get a lot when we come together and we try to be on his way and we take that back home. We are with Mawlana. Mawlana is with us. He is in our hearts. He is in our lives. He is in our homes. He is in our deeds. Our hasanat are marked by his stamp. Inshallah maqbool.
Ameen.
Inshallah mustajab.
Ameen.
Inshallah amal mabrur.
Ameen.
Inshallah everything that we do, it has the stamp of Mawlana, so that people will see as if Mawlana never left. When I see you, when we are together and when we meet you, and these complete strangers will continue to experience this when they meet the murids of those great awliya. Must be. And inshallah, we will through that khalwa, seclusion that they put us in, always there, they put us also in a soft seclusion, you see. That seclusion, khalwa arba'in, of too difficult. You cannot carry it. But you are in a different khalwa. He says to us, you are in a different khalwa. So do that. So basically, when we come and we do ibadah, also we say nawaitul khalwa. We remember that niyyah, and it is recorded for us as part of our training. So the same thing with our lives, everything. When we are doing it with Mawlana by your side, then inshallah you are on your best. When they finish burying Rasulullah sallallahu
Allahumma salli ala
Sayyidina Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anhu, he said, when we finished, he said, we hardly put down the shovels, except we looked at each other, we could not recognize each other anymore. They were in that state of shock. And then they realized that Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the presence among them had changed them so much nur that he was giving them. You see? So Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam is training them to carry that nur and to continue to represent that nur to others. And so they became nur also from his nur. He himself, he said, Sahabati kan nujum, my companions are like the stars. So when we realized that Mawlana in our lives, he brought out the best of us. He made us the best of us that we can be. And that without him in our lives, we are as if some pale copy of a copy of a copy of ourselves. And still he's saying to us, we are still at the level of imitation. Continue. So we want to continue on that program, because what we saw in him is not imitation, it's the original. We are looking for that original, and now he's telling us, now I'm putting you in that khalwa, accept it, and now look in your heart to find the true original of yourself. That's what I was sent to teach you, and that is your amana. So look for it, roll up your sleeves, be happy, be strong, be energetic, be generous with your presence to others. Don't look for veils that will veil you, veils of anger, veils of sadness, despair, or the depression, or anything like that, but rather, always look up to the stars. Like Mawlana said, that if you look at the stars, you will immediately feel happy. You will immediately feel, wow. Breathe. If you look down at the problems of dunya, so forth, you will immediately be so low and depressed. Mawlana taught us to always look up and be happy, jump. And even when he was so physically tired from the fatigue of work and travel and so forth, subhanallah, he would sleep 5 minutes and then he would continue, subhanallah, and give us, and always tell us, don't be angry, don't be upset, don't be impatient. This is not tariqah. May Allah bless us. Ameen. May Allah make us grateful.
Ameen.
May Allah connect us to Mawlana in every breath of ours, every heartbeat, to be Mawlana. Mawlana was saying to us, you are not murids of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, you are Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. Allah. Who speaks like that? Who teaches like that? Reminding us what Mawlana Shaykh Nazim said about Mawlana Shaykh Abdullah when a journalist or someone asked him, tell us something about Shaykh Abdullah, your Shaykh. And Mawlana Shaykh Nazim said, for what? He said, if there is benefits, I will mention. But he said, I am that one. Meaning, look at me, you will see Shaykh Abdullah. He said, I am that. And then he said, he is my soul. He is my soul. He said, I stand through him. He does not stand through me. I can stand thanks to him, Otherwise I have nothing. Allah. So, think of Mawlana Shaykh Hisham when he said to us, you are not murids of Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, you are Shaykh Nazim. He wants to raise you to that level. to that level. There was the request of Mawlana Shaykh Abdullah to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam through his Shaykh Sharafuddin, and Shaykh Sharafuddin took that message to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yes. What was the message? That I want to raise my murids to my level. Yani, in other words, the impossible. If I look at, if each one looks at oneself, we know our limits. We know our limits. We know that it takes only a miracle. So, and Rasulullah accepted. But the condition is that it will happen only in the time of Mahdi, that this will be visible, completely visible. Now it is visible only through the heart. We see it through the eyes of the heart that there is something for sure. And that something is their madad, their personality, their fath, their opening, their maqam, that they want us, they are pulling us to that, they are pulling us to that. And everything else pulling us down from that. So help. Give us your help, and we share our help with each other. And inshallah, Mawlana's madad is running through us.
Ameen.
The way that the cups of wine of the people of paradise is passed like that. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself, وَسَقَاهُمْ رَبُّهُمْ شَرَابًا طَهُورًا, is giving them a pure drink of happiness, of eternity, of pure light, pure happiness that is perfect and complete and infinite, never ending, of being always with the suhba of the one that we love, with the loved ones. Ya Rabbi, we are asking you for your love, and we are asking you for the love
Ameen.
of him who loves you and who is loved by you. And we are asking you for a amal that brings us closer to you.
آمين.
ومن الله التوفيق بحرمة الفاتحة.